Hi everyone. This is a demo of a preliminary version of my radar, built on the public version of the new program core for the game Albion Online.
This is the blue mob. Basically, everything is ready. Everything is clearly visible.
Accordingly, blue shows reinforced mobs without a frame on the icon with their name. And here the golden circle is already an elite mob, which has a golden bezel on their name icon. I'm going to show it up close now. Here it is, this elite.
There were actually two, and the second one is not showing up correctly yet. I'm already working on it. I like all of the icons in this set. This elite okay, it's already showing correctly here.
By the way, you will have the opportunity to add such a mob to the base independently and share the results of your labor for all users of the radar.
This is already point 3. In this case, it is OR. I will not do the binding of icons to the type of resources, because we clearly insist on what resources to display on a map in Zazamasti from its level and our skill collection. Then I will release a separate video about how to set it up properly.
After moving to a new location cluster, in the language of the game, the entities around you are displayed with questions. This is because we don't have all the information we need to select the correct icon from the database. In order for the correct icons to appear on the radar, we must move across the map to the next chunk and then the new entities will be fully loaded.
When we have complete information about the objects around us, we know exactly what they are and can draw the correct icon.
You see, this elite enemy is also not in the base yet, as I don't like steps and haven't played much in locations with this biome. Again, you will have the ability to add such mobs to the base in one click, settling then they will be displayed to all users. Despite the fact that this is not my favorite biome, I play only in the forest. Everything works correctly and I start testing the core among old subscribers.
By the way, here's also not displayed the entrance to Avalon Eye. I will add their detector later. But all resources with points are already displayed correctly and I like everything.
If you want, you can make your own icons and distribute them as an alternative skin for my program. By the way, I remind you that you can also interactively change the size of icons. How to do this, see in a separate shorts, link on the right above.
Meanwhile, an enemy passed by us, about which we received a sound notification and a red vector to the icon with a weapon in his hand. Pursue him to examine him and make sure his weapon is accurate. Yes, that's right, it's a druid staff.
When pressing Ctrl, debugging information is displayed. This option is available to developers and bettatesters, but for ordinary users it will be disabled. Let me know if you want to become a developer and are ready to help with debugging and adding mobs to the database. I pay for such work and you can, for example, get a subscription for free.
If you press Alt, additional information about the nearest or most dangerous target will be available and the full set will be shown here, just like if we inspect the enemy manually through an option in the game.
So far, while this option doesn't work, only the weapon in the hand is displayed. In principle, it will also be possible to calculate the IP of the current set of clothes, as well as determine the role of the player tank, assassin, ganker, hitman, collector, etc.
Perhaps, when displaying enemies, I will then add a XP bar and its digital value when Alt is pressed, as it is done in competitors' radars. I don't want to bother with it yet as I don't see much sense in it.
I mean that, in my opinion, the exact information about the target's HP doesn't make sense, because the only thing that matters is whether or not we can do damage to him in our current build. In my opinion, it is enough to see what weapon the enemy has in his hand and decide for ourselves whether we are going to try to kill him or whether we decide to retreat. Here we have a fat elite mob guarding a vial of energy that increases reputation with the city of Bresilin. They are already in the base and correctly displayed as a spermoid. This is the current stage of development of the software core. I wish everyone success with the launch of the European server.
And hope you all can go gold with my apps running on it. Stay tuned and look forward to more announcements.